beautiful people? It is Maggie Liz, and 2018 is coming to an end. I am recording this on New Year's Eve to kind of recap everything that happened in 2018 because there's a lot. Sorry, my hair looks like this. I took a shower not too long ago, so you're just gonna have to deal with all of this craziness. A lot happened this year. Where do I even fucking start? So I came into this year working at a pretty mentally abusive job, McDonald's. I fucking hated working there so much. I worked there for almost a year. Longest year of my life. I worked there for almost 11 months. So pretty close to a year. And what made the job so bad is my manager, like my big manager, general manager is what you call her. Because she thought it was okay to bully everyone who worked there and, all of that. Like, right before I left, there was a girl that started there. I'm not going to disclose names, but I became very close with her, even though she was like a year or two younger than me. Like, she was still in school and still currently is. I think she's a senior this year. But me and her became very close. Like, she says to this day that I was one of the only people that actually was nice to her when she started. And that makes me mad because she was such a nice person. And people just treated her because she was new, which I was in that boat. Everyone treated shit when I first started. They still kind of did before I left, after almost a year of being there. And it makes me mad that, like, they would, like, practically bully the new people. And I'm like, you guys wonder why you guys can't keep people. Well, that's why. But yeah, like, I finally left that job in June of this year. June 17th, I think, was my last day because I put in my 2 weeks. And a lot of people asked why, and like the people I worked with, and I lied to them. I told them it was because I wanted to move on to bigger and better things, which in reality, yes, but also that's not the main reason. The main reason is because I finally hit my breaking point. Like, I texted my dad and I told him that I was tired of all the they put me through and how they took advantage of me. Like, they didn't see the hard work that I put into that job, and they took advantage of it. And I pretty much told my friend who I worked with, a different person, one of the coolest guys I know, that I told him I was either going to put in my 2 weeks or I was going to walk out by the end of my shift. And I ended up putting my 2 weeks in. No regrets. I was probably unemployed for about a month, and then I ended up working at Dollar General, which, as you guys know, how that ended. Well, probably not, because I'm going to post the reason I left and the reason things went down the way they did another time. Let's just say I was fired for shit reasons. They said, and I quote, "You don't do anything and you're lazy." Like, bitch, you do realize that me and one other person I worked with were the only people that gave a that job and would clean up after her and everyone else. So, and the one night she was referring to, yes, I didn't really do anything that night, mainly because I had a fever of like 102. I was sick out of my mind. And I was like seconds away from throwing up the entire night. So of course I'm not going to do anything. Like, you can't really blame me. Like, she's lucky I even showed up that night. Like, I almost called in because before I even went to work, I was running a fever. So, yeah, I had a crazy year. I had two of the worst jobs I've ever experienced. No, that's funny. I just got a notification that Mark uploaded his 2018 year in review. But yeah, so also this year I took a hiatus from YouTube. I took a hiatus in like early ish August. And it's been crazy going through that. Like, I have, like, my depression has probably been at its worst this year. And it's hard to, like, really think about that because I didn't want it to be that way. But as a lot of people know, depression hits you when you least expect it. And I was in a really bad depression for a solid 2, 3 months, where pretty much every day I woke up dreading that day and feeling like about myself and things like that. And it lasted for a solid 2 to 3 months. And without any breaks. I think maybe like 1 or 2 days out of the 3 months, I felt good. And it's hard to really think about that and think that at a point of this year, I reached my lowest. Um, yeah, so it's crazy to think about, and I just really hope 2019 is going to be better. I really do. Because 2018 was probably by far my, I don't really know if I want to say my worst year, but it's close enough. And it's just crazy to think about that 2018, the year that we are finishing now, was probably one of my worst years for my mental health and for things going on in my life and a lot of different shit that is crazy to really think about. What else happened this year besides those shitty jobs? I was in a relationship for about 6 months and things just didn't really work out in either of our favors. That definitely didn't help with my depression because my depression started getting really bad right after that. Like, I think right after me and her broke up is when I decided to take the hiatus because my depression was getting so bad. And my mental health just was declining so much. What else happened? I've met a lot of great people. I think the one person I have to thank for helping me with so much is a guy that goes by JPW03 on YouTube. We of course call him JP, or his real name Jeremiah. I became a mod for his Twitch and we became pretty good friends, and I have met so many people in his community, including like the fellow mods and people that just watch him on Twitch and that are part of his like Discord. So I definitely have to thank him for helping me and introducing me to so many people that I wouldn't have met without him, because none of them live in Missouri. All of them live across the country. Like, he doesn't even live in Missouri. We actually met because I was watching his Twitch and he just messaged me out of nowhere. It was like, hey, you want to be a mod for my channel? And I'm like, sure. Like, at that point, I think I was only sub to him and watching his Twitch for like maybe 2 months. So, probably not been that long. Like, I was in shock that he wanted me to be a mod because there are people who have been like watching him for a year or two who weren't even mods. So it was crazy that he wanted me to be one. And at that moment, my life changed a lot. I definitely have to give a lot of props to him. And if you haven't checked out his YouTube, I'll probably link it up in the cards so you can go sub to him. And in the description if I remember. Because he makes great content. He is a gamer. Just a little shout out to him. What else happened this year? Like, a lot happened. I don't really know what else like I can talk about that happened this year. Like, crazy things have happened, and I don't know, a lot of content to come in 2019. I already have a couple of videos recorded and edited, or that I'm going to be editing here soon, that will be going up. So you guys can be prepared for that. I have a couple video ideas already. So yeah. I think that might be it. It was a crazy year. A lot of ups and downs, mainly downs, but I am prepared to make 2019 my so yeah. I think that's it. I think so. I can't think of anything else to really talk about that happened this year. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's it. I think that's a good review of 2018. Boy, was it a train wreck. Um, I actually met one of my really good friends from the job that I just left. That's something I can add. Um, yeah, I think that's it. So, alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this 2018 review. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up, smash that like button. Also, comment for suggestions on upcoming videos because I would totally love to take your suggestions. All my social media will be down in the description. My Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitch, and TikTok will all be down in the description. And yeah, as always guys, stay lit. I love every single one of you. Let's make 2019 our... And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!